Yo, what is up, wisps and travelers, aka YouTube? Welcome to a react video of Tectone's video about the SYKKUNO drama. It seems as though they have dropped some new Google Doc, and it's bad, apparently. And I just want to see it as a jury. I'm just a jury. I'm just entitled to my opinion. And shout outs to Tectone for making this video. Rumble.com/Tectone is where he streams at. So if you do want to watch him live, there he is. But we're gonna get into this. I actually really want to know about this. I've been following the drama quite a bit. But at the end of the day, like, you know, drama is drama, and it's always something fun to watch unfold. And of course, very serious things, of course, at the same time, because it teaches us life lessons that I hope we can all learn from and apply to our lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start watching this, I want to let you know, if you've seen other people talk about this document, right? This dropped 11 hours ago. I have been given explicit access to DMs that have not been shared anywhere on the internet. No one in the public has seen these. I received these from a third party, and I've been given explicit consent to share them. So I'm going to. That will be at the end of this video. So feel free to sit back, relax, as I go through this entire document of SYKKUNO once again being poised as a pedophilic rapist, which I firmly believe to not be true. I have covered over every single...
I also firmly believe it not to be true as well, because yeah, that's insane to automatically accuse him of this without like substantial evidence.
Narrative, every single angle, every single document, because when a man's life comes underneath explicit scrutiny for something that he didn't do, when a man is a victim of false allegations, I am going to do my best to see if there's actually any validity to these claims whatsoever, because that's something that I wish more people did, because far too many people's lives are ruined every single day by women lying about men. And I want to remind you, for every one that gets caught lying, I want to let you guys know that hundreds get away with this every single day and ruin men's lives forever.
True. It does go both ways, but true about men. True. A lot of women do tend to, especially like, you know, the more, you know, women from the streets tend to be those types of people that go on the internet, of all things, and talk about their, you know, relations with that sort of person just to get clout, especially when it comes to popular streamers.
This is something that we've seen 7 times in the past 6 months or so, and I guarantee we are going to see many more of these cases come to light. Please, when serious allegations come out, you need to understand innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly. Innocent until proven guilty. A lot of people tend to judge quickly when they see something on the internet. They just think of it as true, like immediately. My bad, my microphone. But yes, they judge a little too quickly, and they don't really just kind of take their time and wait for more evidence to appear. They just kind of because most people are hard, you know, they're working hard at their jobs. They don't really care too much about this stuff. So when they see something at face value, because I know this because I've seen some of my friends do this, where like they just see something at face value and they just take it as, oh, this is the truth and nothing but the truth.
You must understand that. You must understand that. There's a lot of things that you must understand, and unless a person has been criminally convicted, I'm not going to call them a rapist. And if the police have investigated them and found no wrongdoing, I am going to believe the police.
True.
99 times out of 100. So,
and that's not to say that they are innocent, but that's to say, like, hey, we don't know if they're guilty yet. So innocent until proven guilty. We don't know. If the police say that they are innocent at the moment, then they're innocent at the moment. But what if eventually something actually comes out that's like obviously evidence that is conclusive, that is decisive enough to say, hey, this guy's a criminal, then yes, of course, then we can change our minds. You know what I mean? But at first, we should always consider someone innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, let's get into this. Let's talk about it. This is a doozy, but I'm going to do my best. I'm not going to skip a single sentence. I'm not going to skip a single screenshot. And then I'm going to show you guys some DMs that I was shared with, that I was given explicit consent to share, that's going to flip the entire script on its narrative. Or sorry, flip the entire script on its head. I'm a little bit tired. Thankfully, I got my coffee here. Use code BALDY on GamerSubs for 10% off. Subscribe to me and follow me on rumble.com.
Just a little side note, I can't take caffeine. I know this is like nothing to do with it, but nothing to do with this video, but like,
Tone, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel.
Highly sensitive.
And hit the bell for all notifications. I will be covering all of this shit because everybody else is too much of a pussy to do so, and no one is willing to cover it with the specificity and the long nature as I am, because this shit's important to me.
And yes, please subscribe to Tech Tone.
Too many of my friends' lives have been ruined by false allegations, and I refuse to let this happen ever again. So let's get into this shit. Ignore the tabs up top. So this document was dropped by Iceland Winter. After reading both the private and public apologies, I do not feel reassured. That is part why I'm choosing to share my experience now. I also believe people can make more informed decisions when they have more context, not less. SYKKUNO became my friend when I was 17 and he was 28. Nothing inappropriate happened at that time, but the history shaped the trust I had in him later. So let me get this right. So you're already setting the narrative that you were 17 when you talked. Is this another soul situation? Is this another, I was a former minor? Okay, so what I'm already gathering is here, people will read this, see 17 and 28, and immediately call SYKKUNO a pedophile.
He's not wrong about that. People will do that, especially on the internet, where people don't go outside. They don't get some sunlight for about 10 minutes of their life. They don't drink milk. Things like that. Yes, they're going to be thinking this because their moods are very unstable, unfortunately. But yeah, man, 17 and 28, and the girl said that nothing wrong was happening at the time. So, but hey, maybe she has more to talk about. Immediately, they will call him a pedophile immediately when they see this, even though she says immediately after, nothing inappropriate happened at that time. This sounds like another resentful bitch who's trying to ruin his life because she's stupid as fuck. Okay. Now, let's get into it. This document is a personal account of my experience. A lot of communication occurred over calls. There is limited written evidence. I have tried to include as much as I can. Readers can use their own judgment. Before people read this and dismiss it as more of the same drama, part of why I'm making my experience public now, because both his private and public apologies have left me feeling unsettled. To me, they have often felt more like explanations or excuses than meaningful accountability. That has been part of what pushed me to speak, because I do not personally feel reassured that there has been genuine reflection, and I would rather others in the space have more information rather than less. Well, okay, so SYKKUNO is a cheater. We know that for sure, right? Like, it's like, that's 100% true, right? And that is kind of morally bad, definitely. But the thing is, it was supposed to be a private matter, but was brought to public by the girls who were, who were with him online, who found out, I guess, that he had a girlfriend the whole time. I'm assuming. Don't quote me on this. And then, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a public thing, and it became a public thing, unfortunately.
This isn't meant to promote, harass, hate, or send negativity towards anyone involved. I'm sharing it to provide context for my experience and to highlight patterns that stood out to me. After reading all the public statements from other girls, I found myself reflecting on these events and how I feel. This is a bold-faced lie. You are covering your ass because you know exactly what you're doing the moment you're poisoning it as 17 and 28.
True.
You know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, good God, you must be stupider than you look. I understand his girlfriend did not want the initial story to be made public, and I reached out to her beforehand as a courtesy. With so much in the open, I feel like I have the right to share my story, as I've been left feeling used and misled. I'll be talking about some very personal things here, which are quite frankly embarrassing to share, and you're choosing to share them. But I feel are pertinent to understanding why I feel so deeply affected by this. TLDR. I became friends with him when I was a minor, 17, and we remained friendly for several years.
Just a little footnote. Why do people make gigantic documents? Why can't people just make it simple? That's what I don't understand. Maybe it's because there's so much stuff, I guess. Maybe there's so much evidence and things that they have to, make a Google Doc for. I get it, which is perfectly fine. I understand that. I guess we'll just, never mind, forget what I said.
More recently, he made advances towards me and told me he was not involved with anyone else. I later found out that was not true.
To be fair, it's better than someone saying some accusation and not providing any evidence, so never mind.
Had I known, I wouldn't have become involved beyond a friendship due to past trauma. I'm sharing this because from what I experienced and what I heard, this did not feel like an isolated situation. We get it. He's a cheater. He's a fuckboy. He likes to sleep around. We get it. Why are we painting him as a pedophile rapist?
Now that's insane. That right there, that's a little too extreme. It's not like he's been convicted of it. It's not like they have evidence of this. I don't know why people think they should be painting him as this online. But that's just how it is on the internet. People like to troll. People like to just get clout. They'll say anything they want to get.
It is so fucking irritating. Even in your TLDR, I already smell the bullshit from 1,000 miles away.
Let me read that TLDR. I became friends with him when I was a minor, 17, and we remained friendly for several years. More recently, he made advances towards me and told me he was not involved with anyone else. I later found out that was not true. Had I known, I wouldn't have become involved beyond a friendship due to past trauma. I'm sharing this because from what I experienced and what I've heard, this does not feel like an isolated situation. Also, okay, wait, okay. All right.
And I'm still going to read the whole thing. Good God. As much as I know mucho texto and pages, but fear not, most of it's just Discord DMs, sort of. Cool. How I met SYKKUNO. We met through a mutual friend who connected us, and he reached out to me first. This was before I became a VTuber, so I have censored my old account's names and pictures. I want to be very clear, he did not do anything explicit with me while I was a minor. That would have been better before you keep on saying 17 and 28, 17 and 28, 17 and 28.
True.
Jesus.
True. I'm going to be honest. She shouldn't have even mentioned that in the first place if it was nothing bad. I think she should have just let that kind of be hidden. That shouldn't have been a thing. You shouldn't have even said it in the first place. Because if nothing happened, why do we care how old you were compared to his age? I'm just being honest. Like, if it has nothing to do with it, then why is that being presented?
Casual. We talked about games like Ark Nights and Animal Crossing. Based. Played Ark together and just chatted. I'm including some screenshots for context. I'm including this because I think it's relevant to the overall dynamic.
Okay.
There's about a 11-year age gap. 1728, 1728,
1738. What's up, hello? Now let me stop. But yo, like, seriously, I get it. It's a huge dynamic between a young person and an older person. I get it. Like, that is insane. I have no idea if she told SYKKUNO that she was young at the time. Who knows? But I'm sure they knew each other's age. If she knows his age, so that means they actually did talk quite extensively to be able to know each other's age. So that means SYKKUNO most likely knew that she was that young at the time. So that is kind of interesting, but I don't think it's that big a deal if an underaged person is talking to someone who's of age, if it's just a normal conversation. Just gonna be honest.
1728. He was 11 years older. He didn't do anything, but there was a time where I was a former minor. We had a casual conversation when I was a former minor. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro, lock him up, man. Lock him the fuck up. Oh, this guy talked about video games to a 17-year-old. This is nuts.
Oh my Lord, it's
all right, Ark Nights video.
menace.
I've seen this one. I'm actually very familiar with it. I believe they actually use audio from my streams in this video. Lamau, but wait, why are you messaging me? I heard you liked Arknights and you were blank friend. Sorry, never mind. I bet this person's a viewer of mine. No, I do. I just didn't expect you to talk to me. Yes, I am a slave for all the waifus and husbandos there, and so is my wallet. But yes, I like Arknights. So none of these conversations matter at all. They talk about video games. Okay, the only thing matters is how SYKKUNO reacts to when he finds out how old she is. That is the only thing that
You did it. I was just messing with you a little. Sorry. It seems to be just a little teasing this guy is doing.
matters. Okay, already read through all these before. Okay, all of this is just casual conversations. It's casual conversations. Chat, do you want me to read all these or no? I can if you want. I've already pre-read these. I can let you know all of these are just casual conversations about playing a video game. I'll wait for chat to weigh in.
Yeah, he seems to be just being playful with her. Honestly, he's just doing a lot of jokes here and there, just being a little jokester. From what I'm reading here. Right.
Cool. We'll skip over the things that I've already pre-read. It's them talking about their enjoyment of Arknights. Okay? So this is what
I've seen this already. So this is what you were into.
you're into. You didn't. I was just messing with you a little. Here's a link to the video I was responding to. Yep. Again, I was a minor at this time. Okay. I understood at the end of the day, these were just jokes. But looking back, him making jokes that I now feel have sexual connotations.
I knew she was gonna go for that.
From the get-go, feels very off-putting.
I knew she was gonna go for that. That's why I felt like what he said did kind of sound a little bit like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, nice ad, bro. It's okay, I'm paying Tectone. We're just giving.
None of these
Subscribe to Tectone.
are wrong at all. What? So you're gonna poke me like one time, then the dinosaur will kill me. So lol, JJK. Wait, how are you responding while streaming? Also, your hair looks nice and I'm multitasking. Thanks. The only thing that matters is how SYKKUNO reacts once he finds out how old she is. So right here,
That's what I want to know.
Here I invited to my 18th birthday celebration. So let's read this here.
Okay, wait
Hey
a minute.
there, you're invited to my 18th birthday party.
Wait.
Since I can't have one IRL, I will be having one with my friends in chat. We'll be doing doodles, Jackbox, and other fun stuff. Decided if I can't have a party, may as well have one big online one that makes sense. When is this? Sunday. Oh God, it's 5 a.m. my time. Maybe I can come near the end, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah, because it goes on until 10 p.m. So this is the first time SYKKUNO finds out their actual age. Okay?
True.
So every conversation going forward from this point is crucial. Now, the other thing is, when you're having a conversation with a woman on the internet or a man on the internet, you should ask each other their ages immediately. Okay? You should ask them immediately. I understand it's a little awkward, but for legality's sake and your own safety and their safety, you should ask them a lot earlier.
That is true. He's
Okay.
right. Yeah, Tectone's correct. That's what I do if I ever talk to anybody on the internet. I don't really DM people like that. It's pretty rare. The only people I DM is my closest friends. And the rest is just public chat. But my public Discord, my Discord itself, is just all 18 plus people. I hope. I'm praying. But for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, because it goes on till this 10 p.m., which is 2 p.m. your time, I think. Oh, yeah, I should be there near the end.
Because you know how some people get to sneak in there. Who knows, man?
Yeah, here I went to my 18th birthday party. I censored the months because I don't want my exact birthday to be public knowledge. I want to keep as much personally identifiable information as possible private, given how I am sharing so many other deeply personal things further in the document. Same to you, though. You seem super friendly, so don't let people, take advantage or something. Sweat dog. There's a certain level of irony to this. Okay. I mean, the guy's just being a good guy and warning you to be careful of people. Why I trusted him. I knew him for over 5 years. We would communicate sporadically throughout the entire time and play games here and there. I had never heard anything bad about him. I had only had positive interactions with him. He was a very respected content creator in the space with a lot of friends. His persona on the stream was very wholesome. He was flirty, but nothing over the top. And honestly, I usually didn't even pick up on it. When Peak became popular, he started inviting me into group lobbies. After that, we ended up gaming together pretty regularly, both on and off stream. Sometimes it was just the two of us. Other times, one of his friends would join in. He also opened up to me about some personal things, his family, his childhood, and experiences he hadn't shared publicly. At one point, he even gave me his phone number, which I felt like a clear sign that he trusted me.
That is pretty trusting.
Okay.
That is extremely trusting, honestly. Giving someone your phone number? That's pretty trusting.
None of that happened before they were 18. Let's keep going here. Relevant personal context. I dropped that.
Although, you know, to be fair, a lot of guys ask girls for their phone numbers. Let's be real.
Out of school at the age of 15 due to being extremely mentally unwell. Wow, are you telling me another mentally ill woman has now falsely accused a man? You know, when people make that public information, you think that would be like, you know, flashing lights.
Relevant personal context. I dropped out of school at the age of 15 due to extremely mentally unwell. All right, let me keep to myself.
Fireworks going off, light bulb above the head realization. Yeah, we can tell. I'm not a very balanced individual, and anyone who interacted with me longer than 10 minutes would be able to tell I struggle with autism.
Oh no.
You know, if I've seen how many mentally ill autistic chicks have put out false allegations on a man, I'd have at least 25 quarters or nickels, whatever I said, at least in the past 6 months. So a mentally ill autistic woman has now made another false allegation. Imagine that.
Dang.
Yep. It's crazy how people said SYKKUNO was grooming her when he didn't even know that she was underage until she invited him to her 18th birthday. Oh, I know. And they're going to throw those words around. You want to know why? Because they're guilty as fuck of doing something weird themselves. And they're trying to virtue signal as hard as possible to take the blame off their shoulders. And everyone knows it. ADHD, OCD, GAD, and an eating disorder. Wow, this bitch has the Thanos gauntlet of mental illnesses. These are not meme illnesses I've been collecting like Pokemon badges. Yes, they are, but real conditions that have been medically diagnosed by professionals. I would love nothing more than to be a normal fucking individual. I also have the self.
But real conditions that have been medically diagnosed by professionals. I mean, we could take your word on it for now. Innocent until proven guilty, of course.
Confidence of a wet rat. I was very honest about this with him, and he talked about my low self-esteem and body issues. Okay? I'm not sharing this as an excuse or a way to remove myself from accountability. Oh, trust me, I will make sure every autistic woman suffers the accountability of their stupid fucking actions. But I think it adds context as to why I feel more vulnerable to being taken advantage of. I struggle to understand people, and I was bullied badly before I dropped out of school. I have never had a boyfriend, been in a proper long-term relationship, or slept with anyone. I have a little to no real-world experience. Okay, just because you're a loser doesn't mean that it's SYKKUNO's problem. I trust it's SYKKUNO despite deep trauma that I'm not going to air out, but you're going to air out all of this shit labeling him a rape. Jesus. And I feel disgusted looking in the mirror.
Just being honest.
Here sometimes
it's not his problem.
Knowing what I sent to him and that I was just another goal. Okay? Guys, if I send a dick pic to a woman and they don't fuck me, did I get raped? I'm genuinely so curious.
That's tough.
I would love to know what the public thinks. I really don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, no. No.
How many more people I can see saying, I'm a sexual abuse victim and I'm upset because I didn't get more sex. I got raped by this guy and I'm upset because I didn't get more rape. Like, these narratives, anybody with a brain should see, this makes no sense. I've never seen more people be upset by not being able to date their rapist.
Yo, what the heck?
How do people not see that and immediately not just understand, oh, it's a bitter ex.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say that, and I'm also saying I'm gonna say this. Holy moly! A lot of girls want to be SYKKUNO's boyfriend. I mean, girlfriend. What the? A lot of them want to be his girlfriend. That is insane. Dude. This guy must be the ultimate Rizzler.
Done.
I'm serious. He must be a man. He must be smooth in the DMs to be able to make all these girls fawn over him.
It's a bitter ex. Done. It's really that easy. I don't know, man. I just didn't get enough rape from my rapist. Did he even really love me? I don't know.
Oh my Lord.
Jesus. Poor SYKKUNO, man. We mostly interacted in group settings, but once it was just the two of us after the third person left. During that conversation, his interest seemed to shift when he learned that I have never had sex. It was during these calls. So after you're 18, it was during these calls that he started making romantic advances. I mentioned I was up late due to medication side effects, and when I said I was on the pill, he seemed surprised and assumed I was sexually active. I clarified I wasn't. I can be very blunt at times. He's a huge successful streamer with lots of connection status, wealth, etc.
Wow, a huge successful streamer with lots of connection status, wealth, and etc. Okay, and then SYKKUNO goes into your DMs. You're probably like, oh my gosh, this is my chance. If I connect with this man, although this is obviously like an opinion of mine. I feel like a lot of girls, especially when it comes, well, it could be guys too if they're talking to girl streamers, the same way. They use them to get close to them in some way, shape, or form, so that eventually maybe they could become popular and be in their circle. Does that mean that SYKKUNO is using his streamer power against them and drawing them in? This is possible as well. But obviously I don't know that. It's just an opinion. It's just an observation of what I'm witnessing here.
I don't think I'm special. I have very low self-esteem, so a few times I asked him why me, as in why he would choose me when he could have anyone he wanted. I know, you're a pick-me. His response was, I trust you. I believe this again. I had no reason not to, and it logically made sense. I had a positive track record with him. Also, given the nature of substantially female audience, he would want something under the radar, and he'd trust me to be discreet.
I mean, yeah, he just simply trusted you. That's all we can really say, is that he trusted you above all else, because maybe you were a longtime friend, and he considered someone, maybe he liked your, maybe he liked your personality, things like that. It's probably just as simple as that. I don't think it's really that deep.
It started to become much more romantic. I directly asked if he was involved with other girls, and he made it clear I wanted to know up front. He denied it and reassured me at the time. Yes, once again, SYKKUNO lied. SYKKUNO was a fucking player. He should not have done this. Obviously.
I think it's because he's a, F-boy, that a lot of girls are, were friends with him and thought they were more than friends with him, are now coming out and trying to, of course, quote unquote, clout chase. Again, don't quote me on this. This is just an opinion. This is not a fact. Okay, this is just my opinion.
100%. You can say SYKKUNO's a cheater while also not saying that he's a rapist.
I
am not afraid.
More ad revenue for Tectone.
Rapist pedophile. Had I known he was seeing multiple girls and inviting them to conventions, I wouldn't have got involved. I only engaged them based on what I now believe were false pretenses. I thought he really liked me, and it has eventually led to a relationship. The call
seeing multiple girls and inviting them to conventions.
All ended with what sounded like me jerking off. The call ended with what sounded to me like jerking off and heavy breathing after sending him a picture.
How? What? Hold on. When the conversation started to become more romantic, I directly asked if he was involved with other girls and made it clear I wanted to know up front. He denied it. That reassured me. So basically, she wanted Yeah, basically like an ex-girlfriend type of thing going on here. Had I had known he was seeing multiple girls and invited him to conventions, I wouldn't have gotten involved. I only engaged with him based on what I now believe were false pretenses. I thought he really liked me and that this would eventually lead to a relationship. So basically, she was led on. Again, popular streamer. She's like, man, if I'm like friends with, if I'm more than friends, I could become popular just like him. Something like that. That's probably what was going on in her mind. And again, starstruck by someone that, she's seen as famous and a celebrity to her. Probably thought, like, dang, he trusts me and that we should probably hook up. That's probably what her thought process was. And now she's going off with a narrative of him apparently jerking off to pictures being sent to him. Interesting.
He was the initiator in everything sexual, romantic, and flirtatious. I simply followed his lead. Oh my God, bro. Dude, SYKKUNO flirted with a person who was above the age of consent. This is awful. Lock him the fuck up. Screenshots below are him asking for his prize to be from behind. The prize went to being an explicit photo of me. We would play Mancala with each other. I won most of the time. Great. By the way, when I show you guys these DMs after all of this, you're going to feel retarded. People are going to feel fucking retarded, and they're going to understand how mentally ill this chick is the moment I show these DMs.
Okay.
Go on. Once again, I feel awful because the internet has brainwashed this person into thinking that they're a victim. They're not. They're a bitter ex who wanted to end up with SYKKUNO, and they didn't. It is what it is. Go on, have another one, why don't you? So about my prize. What prize you haven't won yet? I'm drawing this out. I'm holding you hostage. I want my present from behind next time. What can you actually draw it out? Wait, this is actually going to take like 20 turns. Okay, what would I say if I had won? Unfortunately, I'm a sore loser, and now I'm going to be stubborn and not move my pebble. I guess it's a tie. What? Lol, no way. Smile, no. Hee hee. How about a fair game of archery besides, oh, they're playing the little games. I play cup pong. I don't play archery. Every other game on the iPhone is dog shit besides beer pong. Everybody knows it. Besides, I'm still waiting for my prize. Only fair to make you wait. Okay, fine, you're on.
Dude, archery, is that one old school game where, like, you just, like, shoot arrows, I think, at each other, if I recall? And you just try to, you just try to kill each other, basically.
It's not the best, but I started working out to try to make it nicer for you. Great. So there's, okay. The screenshot below is, I'll read all this. I'll zoom in. Sure. I fucking hate how I have to read this. This shit is so cringe, but I'll read the whole thing. Obviously, anybody reading someone else's flirting messages, this is going to be weird as shit.
It is.
It's not the best, but I started working out to try to make it nicer for you. So obviously, she wanted to send this photo. And I know we said we'd trade, but I wanted you to have this before I leave. Oh, what the heck? You're so sweet. Thank you. When's your trip? I will do it. Oh my God, I'm sorry, TBH. I've actually never done anything like that, so I'm nervous and worried I'll do bad. Wait, is your trip tomorrow? Oh my God, it was the 7th, right? No, it's totally okay. I understand. I'm so nervous every time I do stuff. You can keep all your clothes on, so it shouldn't be too bad, Shirley. Yeah, I leave tomorrow. Also, good morning. You woke me up. No, it's okay. Seriously, I understand. I did what? Damn. Good morning. Yeah, I forgot to silence. Hopefully you're all less nervous if you know I like when I see you. Oh, OMG, sorry. No, it's really nice being woken up by you. Obviously, this chick is in love.
Definitely.
Obviously, this chick is in love. You want me to do an anime voice? Okay, sure.
Go on.
My brain is half asleep. Still, I cannot for the life of me understand what you're saying here. You said you were nervous when you do stuff. I was trying to make you more comfy. But you should go back to sleep. I probably will soon. Oh, right, I see. Okay, I will. Thanks again for playing it. That was really fun. Hopefully we can hang out before I go. Oh, you're such a cheater. Bad sportsmanship, big cheating, unfair strategy. Big win, big, lol. Grr! Underhanded tactics were used, therefore your win is null and void. Oh, I'll be underhandling, all right. I'd like to see you try.
Hey, yo.
Obviously flirting. Obviously.
Definitely
Requested
flirting.
meet in Paris, Europe, TwitchCon. He had asked me multiple times if I wanted to hang out at TwitchCon or Paris prior to us becoming involved. Most of the time I gave non-committal answers, redirected the conversation to something else, or said no. When I said I couldn't go because of money, this was simply because it was the easiest answer. I didn't want to explain that I was scared to travel alone to a foreign country where I knew no one to meet someone for the first time, that I struggled in crowds, around people, and with other issues.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This man SYKKUNO is a player.
Issues. I was not looking for a handout and
my
declined
gosh.
any offer
I'll give him that. He is definitely a player.
to pay me. I would like to give you side notes. Autistic people are very good at Google Docs because autistic people have the ability to hyper focus. So if you're wondering why this document is written so well by an autistic person, it's because autistic people can use their autistic powers to super focus. This is a very real thing. Trust me, I'm a guy who's read a lot of autistic people's Google documents. Some of these screenshots are just normal DMs between us, but I thought it'd be more transparent.
He is actually right, because I have watched a lot of videos of TechToad reading these Google Docs. These are some really intricate Google Docs. I'll tell you that much.
Transparent if I posted the intact conversation. The point of including them is
This is my first time reacting to TechToad read a Google Doc, however.
to prove that he meant to fly me and 2 other girls separately to Paris. Okay?
I usually just watch them off stream, off video, etc.
Big dog status. Man, big dog status. All right. Huh. Are you going to hang when I visit Europe this year? I can't carry shit. You're going to Europe? Why? Well, I think Paris specifically. Ha ha. Have you ever been there? Yeah, I is. Is it an all right place or like, ha? It's very busy. I don't know. It was a few years back. There's like a TFT tournament or something there next year. Depends on what time you go. I went outside a public holiday, so it was emptier, but still busy. Oh, is it hard to get there for you?
So she's from Europe?
Not really. Short plane flight. Go see the Mona Lisa in the Louvre. That's cool. Come hang out with me there. Woo. Accommodation in Paris is expensive. I'm a broke student. I hope you have fun, though. What? Go eat some French pastry. They do great.
Okay, so he wanted to help with that. Very interesting. He said, dude, I'll pay for it. Interesting.
Great pastries. Go eat some good French pastry. They do great pastries. I can probably help out with that. Don't worry. As long as we Paris smash. Well, it's not for a while anyway, but it's very kind, but you don't need to. I've actually never been to Europe ever in my life. I'm practically a stranger to you. Wait, really? Yeah, I've actually first traveled overseas, Japan, like last year. I'm trying to think. Good God, these people type like they're retarded. Wait a minute, one of them is.
Damn.
For the first time, I rarely travel. You don't like to travel? Wow, I hope Japan was nice. I would love to see the cherry blossom someday. Traveling has always been very normal to me. Because the UK is so tiny, you have to leave if you want to do other things, but America's so stupidly vast, I can see why many people rarely ever leave the country. Oh, yeah.
Bro, why does no one ever use, like grammar? Like when they type. I don't get it. Let me read what she said real quick. Traveling has always been normal to me. Okay, so she used a comma there. Because the UK is so tiny, you have to leave if you want to do other things. But America is so stupidly vast. I can see why many people rarely ever leave that country. So that wasn't like too bad, but still.
America's big, and you're not a stranger. What the heck? We lived in the same ARC house before it got destroyed by the Raptors. A very cozy house made of mud and straw. I got Celestial. Hey, if it's good enough for Africans, it's good enough for you. Oh my God, Grats, we must celebrate at TwitchCon. Cute doggy emoji. Wow. Oh my God, hi! Morning, are we hanging out at TwitchCon? I can't go, I'm broke, sorry. No, okay, but what if we went to Paris later this year? You could go to that. I mean, technically, yeah. Wait, really? But again, money. Oh, I just have no money. Oh, if only I had money. Oh, I really hope I just get a little bit of money. I don't know how. But if you offer it to me, you're a rapist. And you're taking advantage of me. And you're manipulating me, but man, money's just really hard. I sure wish I had some. Oh, you offered it to me? Oh, that's grooming. That's grooming. Unfortunately, you raped me, SYKKUNO. You're going to have to go to jail. Is Paris close? I hope you have fun, though. Yeah, like 2-hour flight. Oh, my God. All right, I'll buy you the flight, lol. No, don't do that. Wait, why not, my princess? Because I have no way to repay you. That's okay, baby. I know exactly how you can repay me.
Ooh.
That's okay. I didn't want you to repay me. Sorry.
Dude, this sounds like so anime, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not talking about Tectone's voice, I'm talking about the entire conversation.
About that, the inner schizophrenic demons got into my mind. What? What time is it for you right now? Also, you coming to hang out when we go to Europe, right? It depends on the dates. I have a course in London. It's 2334, 1738. Hey, I say, hey.
1738.
What's up, hello? Seen your pretty ass soon as you came in the No, it's probably later in the year. My course is like July, September. Oh, it should be after that. It's in Paris. I have a lot of black friends in Paris, or you would call them All right, and when we actually do it, we go to Europe later this year. Yay! We should hang out more, though. I still remember our random ARC house, lol, and we better hang out when I'm in Europe. The house that survived for a good 2 minutes was a good house. No, make a fresh one and bring it to me when I'm in Paris. Will you bake me something in return? No, but I'll put something in your in your belly that's gonna have to bake for 9 months. I'm bad at baking. I'll buy you some food at a restaurant. It's the best I can do. Lol. Oh my god, all right, I can't wait to try some food when I'm there. You should try a croque monsieur when you're in France. Very tasty. Best grilled cheese, as you call it. Oh, and potato dauphinoise. Oh, and beef bourguignon. Those are my favorites. Super tasty. Oh my god. I'll have to look for them. Well, why don't we try them together? If you want to be there. I'm just a little bit nervous, but I'll be okay if you're there by my side, princess. I already tried them. This is for you. Well, what if I just wanted to hang out with you? Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, have you ever been to Paris? Yeah, did you like it? Oh well, I was 11, I went to the Louvre. It was cool from what I remember. Hey, my friend is playing Arc Raiders. You can talk to enemies. Yeah, lol, it's kind of funny, depending on if they talk back and stuff. Would you want to go back one day? This looks so fun, huh? Visit when I visit, what the heck? Yeah, it's fun, all the raids lately, let's play. Especially if you like Tarkov. If it goes sale, I'll get it, because I'm really poor, I have no money. I sure wish I had some money. Sure would be nice, but if you give me money, I'm gonna call you a rapist. Oh my god, give me, my throat kills me. Yeah, after our more than friendship involvement, when he invited me to go to Paris again while on call together, I accepted. We talked about the DMs too.
I don't blame Tectone for saying what he just said. He said his throat's killing him. Dude, I used to do the same thing where I would like voice act like a bunch of different characters, especially in visual novels. And brother, sometimes I would try to like entertain an audience, like if I make a video about a visual novel, and I kid you not, man, I get mad tired, bro. I can't take it. Like sometimes my voice just dies out, man, and then I end up not finishing the game or not finishing the recordings.
Yeah. Okay, so you're coming to Paris the whole weekend. I'm there, or sorry, I'm sort of kind of up. You want me there? I'm asking you. And TBH, I feel bad. Some days I'd probably be super busy with the TFT event, and I wouldn't want you to just be sitting there bored. I love puzzles. I can do puzzles for hours alone. My autistic superpowers makes me really good at puzzles. Just give me a Puzzy Wuzzy of Cinnamon Roll and Hello Kitty. I'll sit there for hours. But
hey, Hello Kitty's pretty good, by the way. Guys, if you've never played the Game Boy Advance game of Hello Kitty, one of the hardest games ever. I'm not even exaggerating. And I didn't like pick this game for myself. A friend of mine had it, and I just happened to try it out, and the game was so hard. It was like some party game. It's like you got to like set up parties for like the animals and stuff. And yeah, it actually requires quite a bit of brain work to actually beat the challenges and mini games and stuff like that. Anyway, moving on.
But if you look at me, I'm gonna say that you raped me. So don't look at me. I don't like when people look at me. I'm just a little nervous. It's a little hard. I can't really differentiate the two because I'm autistic. So I don't know. It's a 50-50 really.
Lol, what?
I'm pretty good at entertaining myself.
That sounds so sad. No, lol.
Yeah, what? No, it's fun. I like it a lot. I love puzzles. I love trains. I love dinosaurs. I love Hello Kitty. I'm a Sanrio girl. Can you tell? I love Pon Pon Purin. Just really cute. It's like a dog. It's like Tectone's dog, Mango. Ah, I miss Mango.
What kind of puzzles? Like the ones you just put together? Or?
Ravensburger ones. Yeah, puzzle pieces. I'm practicing for the retirement home. What can I say? I can easily do a 1,000-piece puzzle in one sitting. It's very cathartic.
Now that's kind of wild.
I just really like puzzles. I don't know. You like puzzles? I don't know. You ever fucking autistic girl, daddy? I'll show you why they call it retard grip.
What in the world? Now that was
I'll
uncalled
jump
for.
on you to make sure you're awake. But if you touch me back as I touch you, I'm gonna say that you raped me.
What? Lol? Okay, so you're gonna bring puzzles?
Puzzles? Multiple. They're kind of big. You know what else is kind of big that
Sounds like Mickey Mouse now.
I want? Your penis. But if you say the same to me, I'm gonna call you a sexual assaulter.
Damn.
Oh, well, I think I'm leaving on the 15th, probably. I was thinking maybe visit you for one day or something.
Probably. Should you have everything booked? What the heck? I could easily entertain myself for a day. Did I tell you I like puzzles? I don't know. I just get really turned on when I look at puzzles. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can always change a flight or get a hotel for more nights. Technically, you can, lol.
I do have free will. This is true. What are you gonna be doing at the tournament? If you're doing puzzles, let me know. FaceTime me or something.
Playing TFT and stuff.
Just watch hand. Oh, you're a competitor.
Yeah, well, I'll probably lose fast. Unless you were by my side, baby. Then I'd probably win the whole thing. But you're not. But I know something I will win when I get home.
Well,
Well, how long would you want to be there?
oh well, it feels like a waste to go to Paris and sit in a hotel room for a day. Probably 2 days so I can walk around Paris and see things. Just a girl who's terrified of French people.
Based.
And deep L on her phone.
What's she
What could go
terrified of
wrong?
French people for?
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
What do you think? I think it's fun.
I think so too.
Just don't drug me and chop me into pieces and put me in a suitcase.
What the heck? Why would you even think that? Brother.
I guess the autistic demons are out.
Yeah, that's
Huh?
kinda crazy.
Lol. I don't think that's a thing that would happen.
Okay, Few, just checking. Want to play Ark Raiders? I'm getting on. Just finished my puzzle.
Perhaps in a bit. I'm gonna rest for a little while now. My throat kind of hurts. I think from talking too much on stream.
Okay, well, try some warm water and honey. So, like, what I would do in it.
These are completely normal conversations, by the way. I want to remind you, this person has such a hard time grasping reality. They included a 48-page documentary of them talking about how much they love puzzles. Also, Danny Draw, thank you for the gifted sub.
So, like, what would I do when I get to the airport? Kind of embarrassing, but I've never traveled alone. First time.
I'm not gonna lie, these, like, yeah, Tectone does actually have a point there. These DMs are kind of like just a normal conversation for the most part. It is, obviously the topic is pretty important, and that's probably why they're showing it, pretty much.
I'm going to be South Africa in January.
Oh my God. Oh, right. You're going to like the thing for was a wedding?
Yeah, no, I'll get to pet cheetahs. Love Cheetos. Almost as much as I love puzzles. But do I just hire Uber? I've never used Uber before. Do they even have that in France?
Lol. I think they do, yeah. I plan on using an Uber probably.
Oh, okay, now where do I go?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't really know. Since I've never been to that one.
You don't know where you're going?
Nope, no idea. Just gonna.
You don't have an address?
Fumble through it on the spot. Oh, you mean that? Lol. Yeah, I have a hotel. I thought you meant like where to go to get picked up at the airport. Like, I don't know.
No, I can figure that out. I can just figure out London Underground. That's an absolute nightmare transportation.
Lol.
Is it like, will there be a crowd? Not that I know jack shit about TFT currently, but maybe I can watch it.
Honestly, I'm.
Buy myself seats or something, I don't know.
I think there probably is. I'm not sure. Lol, I just know TFT isn't like as big as leagues. I don't quite as much for it. I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't need to watch. I don't want to give you performance anxiety.
I mean, I'll probably lose first day and be free, TBH. Lol.
No, you'll win for sure.
I think my friend usually streams and I can hang out there.
Oh, they live there?
Oh, no, they like, I don't know. I mean, like last year, the TFT people, they set up a whole thing for him to stream it, Law, at the venue.
Oh, I see. I don't want to intrude.
Oh, would you want to be on stream like that?
What? No, no.
But yeah, I think it'd be a little awkward. Ha ha!
Definitely not.
Oh.
I mean, these people don't know me. I don't want to have to worry about me. You should have fun. And I'll go have fun at the hotel and play puzzles. So I don't think I should be around others. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. The thing I'm not wrong about is all my puzzles. I mean, you know.
Oh,
Dude, this is one of the longest conversations I've ever seen about puzzles.
Hey, honestly, I think the best idea
And of course about the TFT tournament.
is, let me see if I can just extend my
Can
trip
we
a
get to
couple
the point? Why do we have to show the entire DM?
days or something. Ah! Then you can come visit. We don't have to worry.
If anything, they should have just showed the most important part of the DM that was incriminating.
Worry about all that. You do that? Well, I got to figure out how.
Oh, are your flights already booked? Again, I don't mind like just sitting around. I don't mind being alone as long as I have my puzzles.
Yo.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's changeable.
Oh my gosh, more ads.
Well, whatever works for you. I mean, I'm there, so I'm easy.
That aged fantastically. That aged fantastically. What the heck? Don't say it like that.
Oh,
Let me see if
my.
I can extend a little, though. Oh, and this is random. Would you ever want to travel to the U.S.?
Yeah,
mean, I'm there
America
for
fun.
you.
Oh, sugoi, America. Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, what if? Well, it'd be easier, too, because what if you visit the U.S. and you can stay for a bit? I don't know, well.
What? When? You can open your inventory when you're down. Couldn't put the cat collar in my safe stash. Ah!
Yeah,
What
you
is
can't.
going
No,
on?
OMG, you lost the collar and
Yeah.
Yo, what?
when would you want to?
We loaded into raid because my friend had collar.
Is your schedule usually like fairly open or?
Yeah, pretty much apart from going to South Africa.
Oh, okay.
I'm really excited to see the mud huts and hopefully play
Okay.
puzzles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the Africans like to play puzzles too.
Well, anyways,
I just really want to see if the black people like puzzles as much as me.
There you go.
okay. Well, anyways, when is your South Africa trip?
Mid-January.
Okay.
Oh, I got the dog collar. Feel like France is significantly closer than America, though. What state are you in?
Well, congrats. And yeah, it's,
SYKKUNO, which state?
oh, California. Why do you ask?
Man, that's a 12-hour flight.
Yeah, it's far. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's more, imagine I fly all that way and you're like, oh, no, I don't like you very much. That would rather be unfortunate.
Okay, so yeah, again, this girl is just very starstruck of this guy, SYKKUNO, who I guess she thinks like they're like more than in a more, you know, they're more than friends or something like that. And it's just unfortunate because like, you know, people that are chronically online tend to have like narratives that like, oh yeah, this person is like, you know, they love me and things like that. I can see where they're coming from. You know, I get it. It is what it is. Hopefully, they get out of that sort of ideology that anybody they talk to, that especially if they're famous, is more than friends. Never see it like that. Just talk to them as if they're like just a normal person, just like you, and try not to, you know, feel like they're, you know, they love you or something, unless they specifically say they love you. Which I don't think SYKKUNO has ever said. So, according to these DMs, I have not seen any "I love yous" and you know, you want to date, things like that.
So she's upset that
Is she being led on? Possibly.
if she flies out there and she doesn't like him as much as she likes her, she's gonna be bitter. Wow, I'm shocked. That would really be unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think that would happen though.
I guess, at least I'm only there for a day. It's like a trial run. If you don't like me, I can be returned and shipped off, so to speak.
What?
Well, yeah.
Well, definitely be less pressure and stuff for both of us.
Yeah, plus macaroons.
Macaroons?
Macaroons. I love macaroons. They're pretty colors. They remind me of cinnamon roll.
Oh, I know that. I know what they are, of course. Lol. I mean, what do you mean?
France has good macaroons.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess you're okay too, but like, you know.
We're gonna try those then. We will at least try those for sure, lol. Yeah, and I can try to find some. Yeah, and I think considering my flight seems kind of cooked. I think it's because those Christmas they are extra expensive to change.
Oh, okay.
It's like 1.8 thousand to push it back a day. No,
I'm not. It's just acknowledgement. Sorry, Tone, it's a pass-through text.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Guys, I want to remind you that this woman is framing this as if SYKKUNO raped a underage autistic child. And we have now read 20 pages where the most interesting thing that we've learned is how much Iceland loves puzzles. I just want to remind you, this is what happens when you read the whole thing.
Oh my
It sure
Lord.
does change the story quite a bit. And by the way, when
I actually understand what Tectone is saying here, because a lot of people don't read the whole thing. And I'm glad I'm watching this video of Tectone reading this entire thing, because most people don't read it. They just kind of just take it for face value, look at the book's cover and not the inside the book, And that's how we end up in situations where people are framing people for things they most likely did not do.
Show you these screenshots that are not public at the very end of this Google document. And it's important that I wait till the end because they provide very damning context. It's going to blow your mind.
Okay. I can't wait.
Well, would you still want to hang out even away for a day?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Oh, no pressure. It's not, I know it's a rush and stuff. Maybe we just plan something for the future.
Good morning. I miss my pooter. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what's up?
When would you want me to come? A few months? A few weeks? Or had you not really thought about it?
Oh, when do you want it?
I don't know. Soon? I want to beat you in a fight. ASAP.
Lol, you definitely won't, but okay, let me try to plan a good time. She wants to stay. This woman is so in love with SYKKUNO.
Yep.
She wants to stay with him for a few months. I want you to imagine that. Okay? Ultimately, I didn't go because my German passport has expired. And due to bureaucratic fuckery, you are not allowed to travel to EU on your UK passport if you have an EU one, even if it's expired. When he invited me to go to Paris, he said he'd pay for everything. Food, accommodation, flights, just like he did with the other girls who went to Paris. No idea how he's going to juggle multiple girls over full days. That's okay. His XP bar is actually quite full. Realizing I was not the only girl involved. By some crazy coincidence, I found out Alphilia had been...
By the way, it has nothing to do with the video. This has nothing to do with my reaction. But I'm trying the One Piece Popeyes meal. I already ordered it. My family's going to get it for me. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the One Piece Popeyes meal. I am not sponsored by Popeyes, but I just wanted to talk about that. Anyway, moving on.
Invited to Paris by him and anonymously DM'd her to ask if she was in a similar situation to me.
Sorry, this seems random, but are you going to Paris because someone invited you and offered to pay for the tickets to meet you?
What the?
Jesus. Unfortunately, Alphilia had her DMs off, so she didn't see it. I honestly wish I tried harder to get in contact with her, but I was scared to. What if they were friends and nothing happened? I didn't want to risk losing what I thought was the beginning of a relationship over my insecurities, so I chose to stick my head in the sand and believe him when he reassured there was no one else. Below are receipts of me confiding in my friend about the situation and talking about how I had already asked if he was doing something of the nature of these people. Amusingly enough, I used the...
So what we learned here before I continue is that SYKKUNO is a big liar, for sure, when it comes to relationships. He's a cheater, and he seems to be a manipulator, for sure. And he a player, for sure, because he's in a lot of girls' DMs.
The word harem, I guess I wasn't far off.
I point blank asked if he had a harem or was doing something with his other girls, and he said I wouldn't mind if that's the case. I just wanted to know, so I knew what I was getting into.
So even if there was other girls, you would not have minded. Insane context. Insane context.
Wouldn't mind it.
Was
huh?
it a case of I'm just easy release, or that I was special? What was he gonna juggle us on different days? That's fucking crazy. Man, this guy's a fucking infidelity king.
From this point onward, you can blame me for being naive, gullible, stupid, and yeah, maybe that applies. True. I really liked him. I enjoyed spending time with him. He made me laugh a lot, commented. It made me happy. I rationalized how he could possibly do that if he didn't really like me and I wasn't the only one. After telling him I was an only child multiple times, he repeatedly thought I had a sibling.
Oh, we spent another evening together watching Fallout. We laugh a lot and have fun, but when there's things that make me question mark, like I told him I was an only child. I don't know, man. I really don't.
I don't know either. I feel like that's something that could be easy to forget, but also not really.
Kermit the Frog.
Okay.
When I told him, he was surprised. He thought he'd said I only had one sibling. And then, hey, it was the same. He thought I had one sibling, so maybe it's one of those things where you gaslight yourself into the wrong answer.
Perhaps, yeah.
After he was back from the TFT tourney, I asked again if he was doing this sort of thing with anyone else or talking to anyone else. He denied it again and said he wasn't involved romantically with anyone else. I trusted him. He also invited me to go to his home in Vegas again, but nothing he did particularly logically. 7 more pages, guys. I asked this in a voice call, but I do have a receipt to me venting to my friends. I had no experience with this thing, so I was getting guy advice from her. Second-hand account of me confiding in my friend after I talked to him on call, and once he said it was only me.
Yeah, we had a pretty good chat about,
I'm gonna be completely honest. I know this is gonna throw a lot of things out of the window, but I think I'm gonna be real with you guys. For those who are still watching this video, dude, I feel like Discord DMs are the worst kind of evidence I've ever seen. And the reason is because you can fake Discord DMs quite well. All you really have to do is utilize the I think you press like F11 or something, or F12, whatever the button is on your browser, and you can literally just change the text to like fit your narrative. That's why I feel like Discord DMs is not the greatest evidence ever at all, in my opinion. It can easily be manipulated. And I noticed because this happened to me, one of my friends was joking around and they literally posted a message of me saying something I never said. A long time ago, back when Discord was like new at the time. And they were trolling me and they taught me how to do that. I was like, wow, you can do that? So yeah, don't take these Discord DMs at face value. Don't take them as like 100% evidence. But hey, man, I mean, hey, if it's not been altered, then it's not been altered. I'm gonna say innocent until proven guilty. Correct? Pretty much.
What's going on?
Whoa, like the Althea lady? Or like you guys' situation?
Oh, no. Well, we talked about, confirmed that at least. He's sticking to his story than just me. And he would be jealous if I know I was talking to the other guys.
Oh, no.
Need advice.
I'm here. Sorry, just woke up.
He's not two-timing me, but he does dick me around a bit. I think he's becoming used to the most important person, so everyone just does what he wants.
Okay, so I think she really, really thinks SYKKUNO loves her or something.
You need to be like, if I wake him at 5 p.m. because he said we'd hang out, then just don't hang out and don't even apologize until I make a deal out of it, and that's just crappy.
By the way, don't date a person who's going to complain about you to other people. Massive red flag. If you have issues, you talk to your partner about it and no one else. Do not complain about your partner to anyone else. Huge red flag.
True.
I don't know whether to text him like good morning, because normally he just texts me good morning, but this is just him ignoring it once again. He said I could come out once a month or so when his current flavor of the month game he's playing with his entire friend group comes down, because he's streaming for like 10 hours straight, then playing it off stream. But just respect my time a little, you know? I need to do my puzzles.
I see what you mean.
Money and gifts. He sent me money once as a Christmas present, probably because you complain about being poor all the time. I didn't like him because of his money and never asked him for money, even though you specifically talk about how much money you don't have. This is a bold-faced lie. I think this is relevant as another example of SYKKUNO's pattern of sending hundreds of dollars to the girls who invested in.
Sent me money once as a Christmas present. I didn't like him because of his money. Interesting. Okay.
At the time. Every single one of these girls saying he gave them money are ones that also said how poor they were and how much they don't have money. This is a bold-faced lie that you have provided. You're expecting people to not read this entire thing. Unfortunately, no one's more autistic than me. Oh my God, I didn't see it yet. Well, I hope you like the gift I got you. Oh wait, how do I even?
Oh, I get a gift? Probably a good thing. I didn't see it yet. I sure hope it's a puzzle.
Nice!
Go ahead, crank the volume.
Well, I can't exactly get it for you, but what's your PayPal, lol?
Wait, huh?
I was trying to donate on your stream, but it's like making me log in or something. I don't know.
What the heck? That's so nice. You don't have to do that. I just like spending time with you. Wait, what do you mean you can't get it? Is it something you have to buy?
Well, I mean, I don't have your address or anything, so I'm just gonna send you money for it.
Oh, I see. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel bad. I love getting gifts, but I sure suck accepting them. But if you're gonna give me one, I hope it's the cinnamon roll puzzle.
So you don't want it?
I just don't want my gift to suck compared to yours. If you outgift me all, I don't know, I'll do something. I don't know, you want to hang out after you rest?
Yeah, sure. Then your gifts are great. Don't worry about that. It's not a competition anyway. I just want to do something nice for you. And you want to do something nice for me, so
Yippee! I'll set an alarm in a few hours. Yeah, true. Well, okay, it's
well, hopefully
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this guy SYKKUNO was like, he was literally playing a dating sim like IRL or something. That's what it feels like. He's just playing a dating sim, like, but it's like with real girls. This man is like, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's just what he's doing.
worked for your new graphics card.
Psych, and so much. Holy moly, are you sure? Thank you, oh my God. Like, are you sure?
Yeah, of course. I think I can get you like a 5070 or something at least. God damn, SYKKUNO, can I get one?
Yo,
Holy fuck. Hey, SYKKUNO. SYKKUNO, if you're watching my videos, I need money. bad. And you can clear
Same?
all allegations if you send me $2,000 right now. That way people know that you send money to dudes who you're not trying to fuck.
Go on.
So SYKKUNO, my PayPal is paypal.me/Tectone. Send me $2,000. I will post that shit on Twitter. I got you, bro. $2K to clear your name. I got you.
I'm done.
I got you. Merry Christmas. Ha! I'm gonna go shower and stuff. Communication after the public allegations.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh no.
After everything got made public, I reached out to him to try and find some closure. Part of me wanted to make him feel how it felt to get stabbed in the back, or at least.
Oh no.
But yeah, who should I read this like? I'll read this like Deckard Cain. Or at least to feel a fraction of the pain I felt. I was hurt, disgusted, and angry that he probably forgot about me somewhere in the sea of other girls he was talking to.
Oh no.
Obviously a bitter, scorned ex who wanted SYKKUNO. I wanted him to know how it felt to believe someone and trust them when they were only acting under false pretenses. I know it was morally wrong of me and selfish, but I was, and am still angry. By the way, the same people who say that rape isn't, or sex is rape underneath false pretenses will still tell you that you shouldn't be mad if the person you're dating turns out to be trans. So, which one is it, liberals? It was all about him. How he was sorry. How he was only human. How he was going through a lot. Watching him dodge accountability. Continuing to lie even though when we caught truly showed me what kind of person he is. One without remorse or regard of those he used as toys for his own pleasure. When corroborating his apology with other girls, he pretty much repeated parts of the point we thought we had a formula and replaced certain words to tailor it to teach each girl. Work smarter, not harder, I guess.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, this guy SYKKUNO reminds me of like Lelouch from Code Geass.
What about your glorp voice? We'll do that on the next text.
How you holding up? That was a pretty brutal expose.
Or Kira.
Not well. I'm sorry.
Death Note.
Sorry for everything I did. To make it up.
Sorry about that, guys. I got my Popeye's meal. Anyway, moving on.
I sent you a pon purin puzzle.
Firstly, I don't know what your mental is right now, but please don't do anything stupid. Oh, and thanks for the puzzle. Secondly, can I ask you something?
I'm alive. And yes, you can.
Why'd you lie? I asked you point blank
Oh, go on.
if you were doing this kind of thing with other girls. I believe I even used the phrase more power to you if so.
At the time I talked to you, I wasn't. And when I was talking to someone else, that's when we stopped talking as much. I'm sure you could tell. I'm sorry. I know this isn't nice to
Okay.
hear, but you deserve the truth at least. I'm sorry for hurting you.
Well, let's not lie. You invited me to Paris while inviting two other girls.
You rejected me there, but I did stop talking to you as much.
No, I didn't. You said you couldn't extend the trip. And what even if I have proves that I'm not the only one you were talking to if you had multiple other people that were already going to be deployed. I know you for 6 years. Could you not at least be a little more truthful?
I'm telling you it. But for the original question, I don't fully know why. A combination of wanting to say things that make you happy, being afraid and insecure to make you upset. It's not a simple answer. I'm sorry, it's hard to put together, especially right now. I haven't been having a good time.
I said I wouldn't care if you were. I just want to play puzzles with you. Just that, how it would affect, I know, the preceding situation. How would you know telling me anything making me upset when I outright said I didn't care? Well,
Ah! Made easy. Send it straight from our app.
Visit the United States Civil Rights Trail.
Yeah, this is that
Because what happened here
Civil Rights
changed the
Trail.
world.
what was your business?
I know. You were a good girl. We should have played more puzzles. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I'm sorry I couldn't be. You didn't deserve that. I don't expect you to forgive me, but if there's anything I'd ask for, it's that I did genuinely enjoy blowing my load in you. It was really nice.
Go ahead. Let's see. He genuinely enjoyed spending time with you. Sorry for hurting you and not communicating. Okay.
And I'm sorry for not hurting you. I'm sorry for hurting you
She said
and
you're
not
being
communicating
dramatic.
properly.
Okay.
You're being dramatic. Yeah, I cried a lot, but I kind of knew. Why else would I ask you twice about it?
Every single one of these girls would have been cool if SYKKUNO picked them after all the drama, by the way.
Exactly.
Sorry for the drama. It's been a hard time.
You are who you are. Just made sense.
I'm a human, you know? Well, part human. Takes off skin, reveals lizard face.
I'm aware. And I hope you're doing as well as you could
Kill
be.
the lizard guy.
I had lots
Kill
of
the
fun with
lizard.
you too.
It's hard to be more than just crushed right now.
I don't know if that was persona or not, but either way, we had some good laughs, and I appreciate that. What you did sucks, but it is what it is. I'm not the biggest victim here. You made me feel special. That was nice. And I've met so many people through you.
It wasn't. It was fun spending time together. I'd be so sad if all those memories disappeared. Even though you killed me so many times in games, you maniac.
Yeah, well, you deserved it. You could
I
die and
mean,
rock.
well, you know,
You do the exact same thing to me for the content. We both know it.
I did. Thank you for messaging me. That was the closest thing to a smile I've had remembering that.
Good thing you have those investments. I mean, as sad as I am, I still care about you.
Every single one of these women
my Lord.
want him back.
they
Holy
still want him. Yeah, that's the insane part. Is the guy, dude? The craziest thing is that these girls, if they truly want to just like, you know, shun him, they should just stop communicating with him entirely and stop trying to act like he's, you know, he's gonna pick you. You know what I mean? Just leave. Just leave him. He obviously lied. Why are we trying to play the game of, you know, playing to his hands? He's basically potentially manipulating you again into staying and talking to him. He basically he's enjoying the show. He's like a mastermind.
fuck. Play of the century.
You are human, as you said. Maybe I'm too optimistic and naive, but hopefully with therapy and time, everyone will heal. And hey, you had a pretty good run, all things considered. You probably should have vetted and picked a little better.
That's life. And it sounds like you think I never planned on coming back.
I mean, you'd have to have balls of steel to come back right now.
Not right now, of course. But thank you for worrying about me still. And thanks for checking up on me so much. I can't wait to see SYKKUNO's return stream. He has to play Among Us with 9 other women. That would be
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that does sound kind of heat.
peak. That dude, SYKKUNO's return stream should be him playing Among Us versus all the women he pumped and dumped. That would be insane.
He's gonna get killed
I
every
messaged you
time.
twice, that's not a bunch.
More than many. So thank you.
You didn't do anything illegal, did you? Not that you should tell me if you did. Again, what you did, it sucks. But people don't act logically when they think emotionally. Right now, they're so hurt, so emotions take the wheel. I still consider you a friend.
Every woman wants him so bad. He's got to be hung like a horse, but he's Asian, so probably not.
Well, someone I care about, your well-being.
I didn't do anything illegal. Thank you for still caring. Maybe I didn't deserve it, but I really need to hear that. Thank you. We got to the end of it. Closing thoughts, and let me show you
Keyword, he didn't do anything illegal.
these DMs that completely obliterate this narrative. We just read 37 pages of a fucking nothing burger. Holy shit. In response to me offhandedly saying, you had a pretty good run, he says, and it sounds like you think I'm never planning on coming back. This stood out because even in the middle of everything coming out, he seemed to already...
And that's exactly why I didn't have anything to talk about, guys, in this reaction. And why I had to kind of make up things I had to talk about, to be honest. Because there was really nothing to really gain here from listening to this gigantic DM conversation.
think about returning. Yeah, fuck it. That felt jarring. In my opinion, somebody who generally focuses on reflection and accountability...
Other than to, of course, reminisce about, you know, nostalgic things I've done in the past.
not be thinking or speaking about a comeback at that moment. Bitch, it's his job. Obviously he would. Yes, guys, this was 38 pages. My closing thoughts. I'm really sorry to anyone I've disappointed. I trusted someone I only had positive interactions with for years. And honestly, I'd like the attention. It made me feel special. I feel gross and disgusted that I exposed myself and was vulnerable around someone who didn't actually care of me. I really just was another number added to the list. If you chose not to watch or support me anymore, I understand and want to thank you for the time you have given me. I wrestled with speaking about this because I didn't want people to see me differently, lose the friends I made via him, or be attacked. Hopefully by offering this information, people will see it wasn't just one or two girls. He has done this to many girls over the years. We already knew that.
Yes,
Whether he cheated once or he cheated 1,000 times, he's still not a rapist or a pedophile.
Yep.
We were all put in a situation where our consent was given based on a lie. That doesn't mean you can retract it. No one knew he had a girlfriend and that he was messaging and sleeping with multiple
And that
girls.
is also true. Whenever you put something out there in the public, you gotta realize that what you say is gonna be taken into account. And like they say, you have the right to remain silent.
Girls.
You always been the rock. Now it's your time.
Nice
National
hands.
University offers.
Brother, this is trying to frame him like the consent was false and that he raped you. That is not what happened. I'm so deeply sorry to all the people he hurt. You all deserve so much better and you weren't the problem. Now let's talk about it. Here are DMs that this person excluded that I have received from multiple different sources, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Like, comment, subscribe if you are still here, and I appreciate everybody who stuck with me through this.
And please like, comment, and subscribe to Tectone. This is his video. Again, rumble.com/Tectone. Please watch him if you enjoy this sort of content from Tectone himself. I'm simply just a jury. I'm just reacting.
So here's one DM from one of the girls that they didn't make public for some reason. I'll try to reply when I'm in a better headspace, but I would just like to say that never once did you sexually assault me. And people are twisting my words, and I'm sorry. Yes, what you did was wrong. I know that, and I can't forgive you, but what you did right now, I like to believe that people can change and become better. I also didn't share my story with the intentions of hurting you. I just wanted to share my story for my peace, though I'm seriously regretting that now. These people are convincing these women who do not believe they were sexually assaulted that they got raped. People are trying to make these women convinced that they're victims just to cancel another man. And by the way, at the beginning I said
Cancel
DMs.
culture.
This is just one.
One. Okay.
We actually have a DM from Iceland themselves.
Go on.
So let's talk about it. You didn't do anything illegal, did you? Not that you should tell me if you did. Again, what you did, it sucks, but people don't act logically, they act emotionally. Right now they were hurt, so emotions take the wheel. I still consider you a friend, maybe that's wrong with someone I care about. I didn't do anything illegal. Thank you for caring. Maybe I don't deserve it, but I really needed to hear that. Thank you. Also, I want to note, I never liked you because of your money. You were good company. Not that it's wrong to like others due to their socioeconomic status, but I guess I'm privileged enough that I can instead focus on if a person makes me happy or not.
Okay.
Nobody got raped. Nobody was the victim of pedophilia. All of these women still wanted to get SYKKUNO if they were the only one. All of these stories are about jealous, bitter exes that wanted to be the one that SYKKUNO picked. That's all this is. That's all that ever was.
Yep.
Mugen, shame on you for covering all this without getting all sides and jumping on and trying to destroy someone else's reputation like you did to me. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Way too many people get false allegations every day, and it's up to us to believe in innocent until proven guilty, innocent until they're locked up in fucking jail and there's a fucking criminal police report. I'm sorry. If someone does not have a criminal record for something they were investigated for, I'm not calling them a criminal. And shame on you if you do. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you are also someone who has common sense. God bless you, and may God have mercy on all of SYKKUNO's ex-girlfriends. I hope the sex was worth it.
Recline.
Anyway, that was a very ultimately as Tectone has said, it is basically a nothing burger. And the whole moral of the story is, yes, he's a cheater, a manipulator, you know, all that stuff, player, F-boy, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, he didn't do anything extremely criminal. He didn't even do anything criminal at all. It's just playing around and being a jerk, you know, to his girlfriend, his actual girlfriend. Pretty much, which they already settled. They already settled privately, so, and it shouldn't be public anyway, but, you know, people want to get clout, so that's just how it is. Alright guys, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe, I suppose. Not that I really did anything, but just listen to Tectone talk in a bunch of voices, basically. And I didn't really learn a lot, other than, yeah, I didn't really, like, there was really nothing, like, to gain there, or to really learn, except for, like, maybe a little bit of information at the end. If anything, I could have just watched the ending, to be fair. Anyway, have a good day.